This video is sort of a continuation of the for loops and while loops video. We're now going to be looking at list comprehension and by extension dictionary comprehension. Now, list comprehension is essentially a for loop, but it's very restricted in what we can do. Now that's nice because it is also much faster. So in some cases when you need to do something very quickly, a for loop could take maybe an hour, but the list comprehension might do it in seconds. So let's look at some list comprehension and just walk through the basic logic of it. This should be fairly quick. So I've pre-built this list for us. It has all the prefixes of our days, but it doesn't have the word day included. So how do we fix that? Well, let's say we want our days. We can use list comprehension, and I'll show you what I mean. So for prefix in days prefix, as if it was a for loop, we have this statement. But before it, what we're going to have is the item we want to return. So we're going to say prefix plus day. So essentially what we're saying is the item we want to be stored into our list for the item in the iterable. So in our case, what this is going to do is we're going to build a list that has the prefix mon plus day as the first item in the list. And then the next item in the list, so for prefix in days prefix, so on the second time through it, prefix takes the value Tuesday, and we're going to return Tuesday, or twos, excuse me, prefix takes the value twos, and we're going to return twos plus day. So I'm going to sort of write this out how it might look. It's item to return for item in iterable. This is really how we want to structure our loop. Now you can also do logic in this, but you can look that up online. Let's just very quickly see how this runs. So days prefix gives us those mon through sun. And then days is going to give us mon plus day through sun plus day. And notice it's returned as a list. So that's list comprehension. And the reason we use this is it's much faster than a normal for loop when you have this specific structure you want to work with. And it can also sometimes be nice to keep your code on one line. Now dictionary comprehension is almost identical. Let me show you how it might work in a situation where it was pretty useful for myself. So I had element names, and in this case I've only done H through F, but I had about 90 of them, and I wanted to assign the element number. So with dictionary comprehension, this is fairly easy. Again, the structure is item you want to return, so in this case a key value set. So key value you want to return or to store in your dictionary for, in my case I'm enumerating, it could be a single thing or it could be two things. So in this case it's for I, which is going to be a number, and then element name, which is going to be my element, in this iterable. So if you haven't seen enumerate before, let's quickly talk about what it does. Enumerate, well, it does its name, it enumerates your iterable. So in our case, element names is just a list of strings. Well, with those strings, enumerate is going to return the index that you're iterating through. So the first time, I has a value of 0, and element name has the value of h. So if I want the element symbol paired with the atomic number, we get h plus 0, or h as the key, with 0 plus 1 as the value. Then the second time through, this takes a value of 1, and this takes the value of he, because we are iterating through the enumeration, hence the 1, of the element names list. So then we get he as our key, and 1 plus 1, or 2, as the atomic number for helium. Third time through, I takes a value of 2, element name takes the value lithium, and we get lithium as the key, and 3 is the atomic number. So let's go ahead and run that. Oh, let's get element names. There we go. We run that, and we can see we've now made a dictionary where if I type in the element symbol, I get the atomic number. Okay, that's it for this video. I recommend learning list comprehension. A lot of really good coders use it, and it's quite fast and pretty clean. Good luck.